What's up, guys? Coach Montel here, head coach of the Hustle Fit Academy. It's Mindset Monday, so you already know what's going on. I'm here to help you develop the mental strength necessary to drop body fat, build lean muscle, get healthier, and hit your overall health and fitness goals. So let's dive in. Today, I want to help you run your health and your fitness like your business. I coach and talk to a ton of entrepreneurs every single day, or people in upper level management positions, and they all have one huge thing in common. They're go-getters, they're thorough, they're organized, and they treat everything in terms of their business or their career or their job very seriously and very methodically. Now, my job or my goal is to help you guys take that same type of precision, take that same type of dedication and discipline to your health and fitness, because imagine how much better off you'd be. Imagine, no matter how great you are now, imagine how much greater you'd be 30 pounds down, more confident in the things that you're wearing, more energy, a more disciplined approach to eating, and all of these different things. And that's what I'm gonna help you figure out throughout the course of this video, is how to start treating your fat loss goals just like you treat your business. So, I'll give you the 3-part game plan, 3 different strategies or things or areas of focus that you can dive in on to really make sure that you expand your health and fitness and get where you need to be so that you can become your best self from a physical perspective, mental perspective, and everything else. So first off, before we dive in, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on and give this video a thumbs up. It's 100% free for you, but it helps myself and it's channel out tremendously. The more interaction, the more engagement, the more times that you do that, the more that our videos are pushed, to the algorithm. And the more times that's done, the more content that I can create and specialize for free, specifically for you. So I'd appreciate that. And let's get into it. Okay, so number 1 is to set a real goal. Saying you want to lose weight is not good enough. Saying you want to tone up is not good enough. How much weight do you want to lose? What areas of your body would you like to tone up, or would you like to see muscle gain at? How long would you like for this to take? Do you even have a realistic expectation in terms of how much body fat that you can lose in a healthy, sustainable way, and what that time frame looks like? If you don't, 1 pound, depending on where you are, 1 pound of body fat lost per week, anywhere between 0.5 pounds to 1 pound lost per week. If you're trying to build muscle, anywhere from 0.5 pounds to 1 pound per muscle per week for a little bit, and then it slows down tremendously, much faster than fat loss. But that's what I'm talking about. Do you have realistic expectations for your fat loss? I'm sure that you can attest to this in your business or in your career, especially if you deal with customers or clients yourself. You have to help them get real expectations of the service that you're providing, or how the product is going to help them or serve them, or how your business is going to help them out in whatever avenue they're looking for help and advice or consultations in. You have to convey to them what the expectations are going to be, what a realistic timeline should be, and what they need to do throughout that process. So it's the same exact thing with your fat loss. If you're just going in, hey, I would love to lose 80 pounds, but you think that 80 pounds is achievable in 3 months, and you don't really know how much you're supposed to lose each week. You don't really know what you're supposed to lose, what you're supposed to do to lose it each week. Like, you're going in blind. And the first week that you don't make any progress, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna give up. You're gonna say, forget it. This isn't for me. I don't have time for this. And you're just not gonna get results and not get where you wanna be. So setting real quantifiable goals that can be tracked and adjusted is key, because once you get into it and you start to make progress, you can say, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm right on pace, or I need to change some things up, or I slacked off a little bit and I know that's why I'm not quite where I need to be yet. Track it, make it quantifiable so that you can actually get to the end goal. All right, number 2 is to start tracking your food intake. At the end of the day, gaining weight or losing weight comes down to energy balance. So if you're 30, 40, 80, 100 pounds overweight, that means that you've been eating and consuming more food than your body has been burning, or consuming more calories than your body has been burning on a regular basis for a long time now, 2, 5, 10, 20 years, however long it's been, that's what you've been doing. So in order to reverse that, you can't just starve yourself. You can't just start eating less because you don't know what less means, in all honesty. If you struggle with overeating for a while, you don't really have a good perception of your hunger levels. You probably emotionally eat or get in a hurry, and you don't really think about what you're consuming. So you have to track your foods. And when I say track your foods, you can get something like the Fitbit app, which is what my clients use. You can use MyFitnessPal. There's a number of different metrics that you can use, and a number of different apps you can use to track your food. But you need to have an understanding of how many calories are in what's the macro makeup, meaning proteins, carbs, and fats of the certain foods that you're eating, because you'd be shocked at how many calories some of your favorite foods contain. You'd be shocked at the fact that those Reese's and that bag of chips that you grab every day is adding you almost 1,000 calories, and you don't even think about it. You're still eating 3 full meals, and then that snack, and then you're having some juice, or maybe you have some wine at the end of the day. You'll realize quickly that if you just cut out the snacking and you cut out the drinking, and you buy maybe 1 serving of something instead of 2, that fat loss becomes so much easier. But you have to know what you're consuming first. Knowledge is power, guys. One thing that we teach in our Hustle Fit Academy is to actually have the knowledge of how food works and how food affects your body. I can give you a meal plan all day, but you're just blindly following that. And if you need to get off of that, or you no longer can adhere to that, then what do you do next? My goal is to help you figure out what you do next. And the best way to do that is to gain actual knowledge on how food and energy balance impacts our ability to drop body fat and build lean muscle. So number 2, track your foods until you develop an understanding of how much food is what, and how to adhere to a specific calorie goal that you need in order to drop the body fat that you're looking to drop. All right, so we got 2 out of 3 down. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on so that you don't miss any of the videos we got going forward. Trying to get at least 5 videos out a week. So super excited about that. I just don't want you to miss any of them. So make sure that you subscribe so you can get as much info and valuable, actionable strategies as possible. And last but not least, number 3 is to adhere to some sort of training or physical activity strategy. It can be simple. You can do a 30-minute walk and commit to that. Whatever it is that you feel you need to start off with that and stick to it relentlessly. Just like building your business or your career or whatever it is. If you're trying to schmooze a client and get them on board, you have to do the boring work. You got to do the dirty work. You got to do the boring initial steps to slowly building that relationship. Think about your training the exact same way. You have to slowly help your body build a relationship with physical activity. If you're coming from not having worked out in the last 3 or 4 years, you get off of work and you sit on the couch after a long day of sitting on in a chair at work all day or whatever it is, you're not going to be able to go back to your football days, most likely. You're not going to be able to just go strength train in the gym 5 days a week, full intensity. You're going to need to ease into it a little bit so that you can actually stay consistent. And that's what we want to focus on. So whether that's a walk for you, whether that's going to the gym 2 days a week and then 3 days a week or whatever it is, you want to make sure that you start off at a baseline that you can maintain for at least 2 weeks, meaning that you go through that, like I said, 3, 4, 5 days a week, whatever you have set for yourself. You go through the weekend, and then you muster up the motivation to turn around and do it again the next Monday when you haven't seen that much progress. That's how you know you have something sustainable, because if you don't see immediate progress and you can still get it done, that means that it wasn't so taxing on you mentally and physically that it seems like something that you can do. And it's all about getting your mind to believe that you can do this. So it's a 30-minute walk for the first 2 weeks, and then you add 1 strength training day. And then you add 2 strength training days. And before you know it, in a few months, as long as you continue to tack on, you're gonna have a full-blown training strategy, a full-blown recovery strategy, a full-blown cardio strategy, and your body is gonna thank you for this once you can develop those habits. But it all starts with starting small and doing something that you can stick to, like I said, for at least 2 weeks at a time. So you guys, that's it. Those are my 3 tips on helping you develop the same discipline, the same mindset, and the same strategic surgical process that you utilize in your business, same way you do, or how to implement that into your health and fitness as well. Because if you can do this, then the time that you put into your business or your career or your personal life or whatever, everything is gonna be 10x. Trust me when I tell you, when you have a body that you're confident in, when you have a strong, healthy body, when you have less stomach aches and less headaches, and when your energy is good, and when you don't have back pain and knee pain and all of these different things, life is so much better. You are so much more able to conquer and attack the things that you want to conquer and attack as a result of having your body and your health exactly where it needs to be. You have people that depend on you. You have personal relationships where people want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you sick. They don't want to see you less than your best self. So you owe it to not only to yourself, but to the people in your life. And definitely if you have employees on your team, if you have people that are under you, you owe it to them to be your best self as well, because you're leading them, and you can only lead them as well as you're leading yourself. So let's lead from the front by getting our body and our health exactly where it needs to be, and treating our health and fitness, our individual health and fitness, as in what's in your body, like a Fortune 500 company, and watch you eventually build a Fortune 500 company yourself. So let me know your number one takeaway for this video down in the comment section. And if you know that you've been neglecting yourself, you've been focusing too much on the business or focusing too much on your career, and you've put on some weight and you're not really where you want to be, then click the link down in my description below and apply for our Hustle Fit Academy. And I will reach out if we're a good fit to see about working together and see if we can get you exactly where you need to be. Like I said, make sure to subscribe, turn notifications on so that you don't miss any videos going forward. And I'll see you guys in a day or two. Peace out. And remember, win the day every single day. Let's get it.